Okay, it's true. I stayed up late last night, so I had half a turbo force this morning. The vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids. The vitamins, the minerals, the the vitamins, the minerals, the amino acids. The vitamins, the minerals. That's turbo force. 5 different types of caffeine. Doesn't have the crash. 5 different types of caffeine. That's turbo force. 5 different types of caffeine. Doesn't have the crash. 5 different types of caffeine. That's turbo force. Plant derived. 500 milligrams. Slow burn. The very best. I want a long burn. Plant derived. 500 milligrams. Slow burn. The very best. That's turbo force. I tell you what, I'm feeling a lot of energy. My brain's sure working good right now. Good right now. Good right now. Pre-workout next level turbo force. Turbo force. Pre-workout next level turbo. It's turbo force. And get the fish oil.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I guess it's afternoon. We are looking at what's going on today in society. Hey, the WHO is saying Trump is right. The WHO is condemning the lockdowns and saying people should open up. This is from news.com.au. Well, by all means, check it out. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's not what we're here for. It's just a basic who's who, I guess, as it would be. Um, Next is Portland Antifa. No, of course, the riots are still happening in Portland, as they tend to do. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon after the election, no matter what happens. But yeah, Portland Antifa tried to illegally assemble last night, and the cops broke it down. They said, nope, nope, let's go. And what's next on the news? Oh, yeah, Washington Post buried the news that a Democrat was part of the conspiracy to kidnap another Democrat. Of course, the same old, same old. Next. Oh, now we're on to the main subject of the day. We got a lot on this. It's the shooting that happened yesterday. Um, yeah, it's of Matt something or another. I'm not going to say the entire name because, well, this is YouTube and, well, whatever. Uh, but yeah, Trooper here has a good thread on it. Um, yeah, the arrest record. He was arrested for murder last night. Yeah, that's him. No, no, that's. Well, he's probably somewhere in that picture. This is him. This is his tattoo. The tattoo's more important than his photo. Uh, Probably, yeah, yeah. We will get to that. Whatever. More Facebook stuff from the submission. Yep. Uh, uh, Connecting him. This is all connecting him to Antifa and Bernie Sanders, of course. But there are other well, we will get to that. There are Bernie bros that are very sour that this guy, this Antifa guy, just executed this other dude in public. Whatever. Yeah. Shooting identified. Of course, he's left leaning. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah, yeah. This thread actually shows where it shows some of his identifying posts, and then this kind of connects it to it. I read the thread. I'm trying not to go through it because If I were to ask you or to listen to me read through it, then why not just read it yourself? I might as well just post the links. So I'm going to try to run through this and summarize as quickly as possible. Yes, he was very left leaning, as some people say. He's not Antifa. He absolutely was. I mean, if you catch somebody with a iron cross or swastika on their fucking chest and they do a crime, you will absolutely blame the Aryan Brotherhood or whatever other group. If you are in absolute support for the group, we will get to that, by the way. Or actually, right here, probably. Uh, oh, jeez. I hate archived links for this purpose because it goes to the thing and the thing. Whatever. But yes, submission. I was planning on getting to submission or sub dot mission later. But yes, they are far left leaning. They are Antifa and BLM. I guess the media would say adjacent, although, yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I hate when non mathematical people use mathematical terms. It doesn't really fit. It's more like Antifa uh, tangent. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Tangent. Tangent works. At best, he's Antifa tangent. That being, yes, he supports everything they do and are, but is not actually part of them. But I believe that he is just part of them. Not tangent, just part of them. Not adjacent, just part of them. Just like if you saw somebody with an iron cross burning a church, you would say, "Hey, that is a Nazi burning a church." Here, you got this dude, and well, whatever. I'm done ranting. Let's go on. Yeah, eat the rich, whatever. It's all the same shit. Oh wait, yeah. Why would I even do that? Yeah. Oh, here's yeah, appears to be left leaning. No, he absolutely was. Yeah, 4chan sussed out his shit as they do. And yes, I need to stop the potty mouth. I know that. Right now, I'm just trying to get used to talking to you folks on the World Wide Web. But yeah, no, the actual footage of this event has not been released as of yet. Only these few screenshots. What we have is this guy trying to disarm this guy slapping this guy. They break apart, both draw weapons, and then this happens. So, what we have as of now is the shooter assaulting this guy slapping the shooter. They back up, and in legal terms, well, it depends on the state, of course, but the separation of the two could be considered a retreat and should be considered a retreat from conflict. And then they draw arms. Now, I have not been able to find, even though I've asked around quite a bit for the footage this came from. I've heard, I cannot confirm that the shooting and the spraying basically happens simultaneously, and but I can't confirm that, so I won't go too into that. Whatever. Yeah, guy died. Uh, yes, the Space Invaders against Depression thing is real. Uh, I was going to get into that later, but I do believe I have a tab right here. And here we go. Here's the tab. And here is a German Antifa site that has the Space Invader stuff. So it is an Antifa tattoo. There are quite a many of them. And none of the photos that I have seen can you really make out what this language is. And depending on your bias, I've seen quite a few interpretations of it. All I know is that Tim Pool's take on this is garbage. Yeah.
Let's first go through the news and break down exactly what happened.
In this video of Tim Pool's, he breaks down every reason why they are Antifa. And he still says they are not Antifa. I think it might be quite a bit further than this, but this is on 1.5.
Let me just say outright, this
because
news
that's where I
organization,
listen to
should
things
have
in.
vetted their armed security guards. They sent...
Oh, yeah, shut up.
It's getting crazy, man. The Denver Post. One dead after
Nope.
gunfire at downtown Denver rallies was a left-wing demonstrator. Now, of course, Antifa is using that to claim that people like me and other journalists are lying and tricking you.
Oh,
This is
shut
a
up, shut up,
disgusting
shut up.
and duplicitous
You are
technique
not a
that
victim.
it works out in their favor. Denver Post screwed this. One person has died. And another man who 9 News confirmed was a private security guard contracted by them is in custody. Is in custody. 9 News reported that one of their employees and a contractor for the television station were taken into custody. It was later confirmed the guard was contracted through Pinkerton. That it has been the practice of 9 News for a number of months to hire private security to accompany staff at protests. Police initially said 2 people were taken into custody, but later said one of them was not involved in the incident. They tweeted that the suspect was a private security guard with no affiliation with Antifa. Now, that's not completely true. The guy was not actively organizing with Antifa. He did follow, I think,
One, Tim does not know if they were actively organizing with Antifa or not. That is not something he can answer.
That uses the Antifa hashtag, not the biggest deal in the world. But he's a leftist. The incident occurred after a man participating in what was believed
Yes,
to be a rally sprayed mace
he
at a
was a
man.
leftist.
That man then shot the other individual with a handgun near the courtyard outside the Denver Art Museum, according to a Denver Post journalist who witnessed the incident. In a news conference after the incident, Division Chief Joe Montoya said police could not confirm the shooter or victims' affiliations, but that the incident started as a verbal altercation. 2 guns were found at the scene, he said, as well as a mace hand. I don't understand how we're in this era where it took me just a bit of research, and I'm 4chan found all this stuff out immediately.
He didn't do much research. I mean, whatever.
To figure out this guy's an avowed leftist.
Yes.
He posted on Facebook hashtag left is best. Pictures of him at
Yes, he was an avowed leftist, but
Occupy rallies, marching with activists holding up signs, criticizing the police. I've got his entire Twitter history, anarcho, Twitter accounts, all this stuff. When asked by the 9 News report, Montoya said he could not confirm any connection, only saying that the department was still interviewing witnesses. One of those witnesses was a Denver Post photojournalist. We're hopeful that as soon as possible we can get factual information out as to what led to this, who the individuals involved were. We're hopeful that the information will help kind of calm the waters a little bit. The rallies at Civic Center on Saturday came less than a month before a presidential election, this we know. The right-wing protesters, led by John Teagan, an El Paso County resident, gathered in the park amphitheater and occasionally...
I swear I watched this beforehand, and I thought I had it close to where I wanted it. I think it's coming up soon, but Tim Pool lays out every reason why they are part of Antifa, and then subsequently says that they are not part of Antifa.
chanted patriotic songs and held up banners. Juan Quinones, a member of the biker gang Sons of Silence, decided to attend the right-wing rally after seeing Teagan's event posted online. He arrived after police had closed off the amphitheater, but stayed with other right-wing protesters. Quinones said he wasn't attending the event to start trouble, but he would defend himself if he was attacked. He blamed the violence on the left. If you don't come out and listen and talk and speak, then they win. The left-wing group, which organizers called BLM Antifa Soup Drive, held up flags and signs railing against Nazis and white supremacists as they gathered in the middle of the park. several hundred feet from the barricaded-off amphitheater. An hour in, the police had fired what appeared to be pepper balls after people from the leftist group started rattling a barrier headed into the amphitheater. One protester burned a thin blue line flag in front of the officers. Now, the suit
Again, I'm sorry for screwing this parse up. I thought I had it paused on the right spot. I didn't.
Officers, federal law enforcement in Portland, and Donald Trump calling out that they were throwing tuna cans and soup cans. So they had this image where you can see cans, floating through the air with rainbows coming off the back of them. The soup drive idea appealed to Isabel Di Francesca, who said she came out because she liked the idea to help low-income folks. She bought pasta, but said she was apprehensive about what she's seen online in anticipation of the events. Richard Johnson and Amy Thompson were walking by the amphitheater when they...
All right. So I screwed that whole portion up. My bad. I didn't save it on the right spot. I'm tired of hearing Tim Pool fucking talk bullshit. And yes, I am not up for monetization at all, so I will continue to use the naughty language until such time happens. Check out Trooper, TR00PURR, for a great thread on this. He has the arrest, a sign, some background information, posting the picture, some more background information, a link. I saw that link. Yeah, a link to a database of a few good things. Of course, anytime you go to one of these links, it's 98% fluff. It's just garbage. But these links, they do have some good things. I prefer the Twitter where you get a summation. Of course, you only get these from some few good accounts. But whatever. It's good looking for them. But yes, he was a fan of Sub.Mission. Sub.Mission does fund BLM and Antifa. And Facebook. I think I might have this in another tab. Antifa. Oh, Jesus Christ. Himmer. And hold on. Come on. You got something good? Oh, yeah. Here are some of his posts. Of course, it's the normal lefty stuff. It's all the boomer stuff you would see on lefty Facebook. Or at least I saw before I quit, because Facebook is cancer and absolutely nobody should be on it. Especially no one right wing. Yep. More love for the left, etc. I mean, I could outrage and just talk about, ooh, he did these things. But I'm just going to slowly scroll, let you check it out. Maybe you get upset. I've seen way too much to get upset from this stuff. I'd rather just report on it. This archive is supposed to be in another tab, because I do save archives. But yes, it is archives.submission, praising BLM and Antifa, because they are communists. It is a communist organization. They do funnel money to them, and apparently nobody gives a crap. I'm pretty sure they don't operate out of Texas, because Texas probably has laws against doing things like this, but they only have laws against communists. So yeah, that's a good thing about Texas. I mean, you can pretty much do anything as long as you're not a communist in Texas. Which is really confusing, because all the Democrats seem to be moving there, but whatever. Here's the actual still up tweet from sub.mission, his beloved site. Yeah. Another archive thread. Well, this isn't archived. It's another thread about his activities online. Oh, he's just a regular guy. No, he wasn't. Uh, he had been arrested a few times before, and of course, you got the Space Invaders stuff, and of course, he liked all the communist stuff. Whatever. It is what it is. I mean, read it all before. But
we all know he got arrested.
Yeah. Here's another friend by Polyfrog64, another guy on the YouTubes trying to expose this stuff. I thought it was a good video. Wally posted it, so I thought I would share a little clip of it.
By the police. But let's zoom in. There's something on his arm. Let's zoom in a little closer. That's a strange looking tattoo. So, based on that tattoo, the hacker 4chan, the hacker on steroids, was able to find who this person was through their Facebook. And I went digging through their Facebook, and oh, would you look at this photo? Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Let's zoom in on Matt's photo right there. Let's zoom in. Oh, snap. Right there, folks. Sure looks like the same tattoo to me. But what else did they find while digging, and myself included? Oh, he was part of Occupy. You all remember that. Man, that was such a hit classic, right? Occupy Wall Street. In fact, here's Matt Doloff carrying the American flag during Occupy Denver, Colorado, Saturday, November 12th, 2011. Here's an even better photo. And look, same button, same getup, everything. So yeah, people were trying to figure out what this tattoo meant. Was it an Antifa symbol? What was it? Was it because there is a retro Space Invaders like Rose Antifa thing, and so people thought it was that.
Yeah,
So
we got that right here.
Over to his Instagram. Sub.mission.com. I wonder what that is. Oh, it has Space Invader crap all over it. Oh, I see. I clearly see now. So, and of course, they stand with Black Lives Matter. Submission. We stand with you, Denver. Donate to the Denver Sound System protest. Of course. So, yeah. And as far as I could tell, Submission is just some kind of like artist, connection agency like for DJs and things like that. Not really a huge deal.
And I'd agree with that. I disagree with that. I think it is a pretty damn big deal. I used to bounce at clubs, and I had never seen a space alien tattoo on a DJ. And you got people like Tim Pool saying that it's a DJ thing, man. I have never seen that. And I bounced for, what's that, 6 years? I bounced for 6 years in different clubs in DC. And I had never, ever seen that tattoo. I don't know. Maybe I don't hang around with Tim Pool's crowd. But I did hang around with the music crowd for a long while. And I had never seen that tattoo before. But whatever. Let's see. Occupy Denver, security shooter, blah, blah, blah. Vetted person and not hired a political tribal. Yeah. It shouldn't have hired it. Yeah, Tim Pool is being the dumbest person on the internet with this. I thought I saved or paused on a Tim Pool video for that, but maybe not. Yeah, his takes are real cold. I mean, he says he connects all the dots. He says, yeah, he was a far leftist. Yes, he was at Occupy. By the way, Occupy was Antifa. Anybody who spent any time at Occupy knew they were Antifa because they would tell you that they were Antifa. They had all the flags, all the literature. Occupy was Antifa. I mean, Tim should know this. He was there in New York. I was at DC. I assume they were somewhat similar. I mean, I think New York might have been on a more grandiose scale because it's a bigger city. But I have to suspect that the same communist revolutionaries that were in DC were up there in York when Tim was there. Oh, whatever. Met the alien submission, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yes, he was very far left. He was a far left activist. And who are far left activists? Code Pink, Antifa, BLM, Occupy Wall Street. They were all the same people. You saw all the same people marching under different banners. Tim Pool has even said this. And yet he says these people are not Antifa when he knows for damn well sure they are. He has even said Antifa is BLM in recent months. He knows these people are the same and he's saying they are not. It's fucking BS. Let's calm down. Apparently this person is or is not a friend of the deceased. Peace be upon him. Of course, the left is doing what the left is doing. And the right is doing what the right is doing. It's funny. Yes, we should all have laughs. Laughter is good. But this is still a very sad occasion, and it is extremely scummy to target people personally affected by a tragedy. But of course, the left is the left. Oh yeah, here we go. We got Grifter Ian Miles Chong here. Oh, I can't quite scroll up all the way. Let's see. Nah, you still can't see his name. Whatever. It's the Ian Miles Strong post. Yeah, the shooter was a big Occupy Wall Street, Occupy whatever. Occupy was Antifa. Antifa is Occupy. Anybody who went there knows this. Okay? And even people who deny this, like Tim Pool, because he fucking sucks commie cock or whatever. Jesus Christ. The shooter, they're all Antifa, they're all BLM. And when people like Tim Pool say Antifa and BLM are interchangeable, they neglect to recognize that they are the same activists that were Code Pink, the same activists that were Occupy Wall Street. Yes, the left changes names when it suits them because they do focus groups and they see what is connecting with whom and they latch onto it, and that is their call to action. Tim Pool should know this. He was a part of the focus group process. Sad, sad, sad. Oh, yeah. I showed you guys this already. Yeah, it's the German Antifa site that has all the space invader themed communist propaganda bullshit. It's going to be real garbage when I cannot use harsh colloquialisms. Oh, yeah. Big League Politics, they did a decent job categorizing quite a bit of the guy's social media before, of course, it was purged. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not purged at this time. It'll probably be purged soon. Yep. He hates ICE. He hates the president. He hates lower tax. He hates everything good. Pretty much. He's just one of these Antifa guys. But of course, Antifa is just an idea, except for when it's not. But when it is, etc., it's all extuple factors. That's stupid bullshit.
The rally. America, by
Here
and
we
large,
go.
if you look at the media, thinks that most of America is for defunding the police, and it is the hard liberal left that wants to riot in the streets. And I personally don't believe the numbers bear that out, Johnson said. Barbara Linsky of Denver said she attended the counter-protest. Nobody is judge, jury, and executioner. No, we need to go forward and not backwards. She said white supremacist groups represent moving backward. Okay, so let me go through some of the information we have on who this guy is. First, we have this here. It appears that he was charged with first-degree murder this week from Ian Miles Strong. I did go to the Denver inmate website and tried looking up this stuff, but it appears gone. It doesn't come up for me anymore, so I'm not entirely sure. Take it all with a grain of salt. This is what many people are saying appeared on Denver Corrections website. Matthew Doloff charged with first-degree murder yesterday, and brought to the downtown detention center. Now we have this viral thread from Taylor Hansen. Taylor Hansen is the founder
now
of
we're finally getting into it.
Yesterday in Denver, a conservative was executed by Matt Doloff. Denver police claim he has no connections to Antifa, but that's not what the evidence says. This is a thread exposing the truth behind the murder. He may have some connection to Antifa. He is not Antifa. And again,
Yes, he is, you stupid fuck.
Occupy Wall Street. He had a very extensive past of activism and speaking out against.
Again, if somebody had an iron cross on their chest because of some Christian shit, right? Tim would happily label them a Nazi. But this guy, he goes and he does all of the Antifa things. He marches, he protests, he does violence, he preaches. He does all of the Antifa things, but he's not Antifa. Then what the fuck is Antifa? Look, if a white guy in a hood is a fucking KKK member, then a fucking communist preaching Antifa bullshit is Antifa. Right? I can't be the only person who thinks this. I can't be the crazy person here. This is upsetting to me because Tim Pool, the fucking keystone of all of internet news right now, is saying that if somebody does everything a radical communist terrorist is expected to do, if somebody does all of what a communist terrorist is expected to do, then they are not part of communist terrorism. That is what Tim Pool's telling you. That's fucking bullshit. Because if somebody is loosely, like 8 degrees separated from some crazy white dude, they would be labeled a Nazi. Fucking Tim Pool's been labeled a Nazi for that. And here he is saying this guy who does everything Antifa does isn't Antifa. How does that make sense? How does that comply? That does not follow. If standards are okay for for everyday people to be labeled evil for things they never did, can we please label this guy evil for things he actually did? Maybe perhaps for once that would be nice, but of course not. Of course we cannot label a communist terrorist a communist terrorist. Why? Because he was at fucking Occupy Wall Street just like Tim Pool, and he has his biases, and he cannot accept that Antifa was Occupy Wall Street. I mean, they had all the same flags, at least in DC. At least what I saw in DC. What I saw in DC in 2007, 2008, 2009 was Antifa. I did not see grassroots people fucking lobbying in DC. No, I saw organized, well-funded protests. Maybe it was different in New York, but that's what I saw in DC. And that's probably where the big divide between myself and Tim Pool on Occupy Wall Street comes from. Because I saw a bunch of fucking communist terrorists hassling people, and Tim Pool saw a bunch of grassroots people doing absolutely nothing but jerking off in a park. So yeah, maybe we saw it different. Maybe it was different in New York. I don't know. I wasn't in New York during Occupy Wall Street. But I know what I saw in DC during Occupy Wall Street. And yes, it was Antifa. It was communist revolutionaries. Jesus Christ. Peace be upon him. Pardon me for the blasphemy. Yep. Here we go. Battle Beagle's thread. It's going to be a good thread. If I actually follow it all. Yeah. Of course, 1 hour ago, the investigation that Tim Pool is going completely with was done. In 1 hour, they decided that this guy with the Antifa tattoos was not at all part of any communist revolutionary group, that he was just a guy doing self-defense and murdering the quote-unquote white supremacists. Jesus fucking... I need to stop on the blasphemy. Sorry again. Emails coming. Yeah. Let's look at some of these things. Oh yeah. Not at all Antifa. Not at all. Oh look, it's the stuff I pointed out. Of course. Let's go down a little bit more. Let's see if we can find anything else out. Yep. Well, we already knew he was a Bernie bro. Bernie. And yeah, seen that. And yep. More Antifa propaganda. More of the same. I believe I already showed you all that. Is that from the BB? I think that might be it from the BB. Yeah. Let me just put these things on screen for. Oh, I really need to figure out how to do all the screen stuff. I'm sorry. Things get cut off. Well, that was my quick, I guess, hour-long rant on that. Anyway, apparently a friend passed away, Mr. Shallot. Um, please put him in your prayers. I personally didn't know him, but if Wally says he was a good boy, he was definitely a goodest boy. And yeah, please check out Wally. Maybe there's a fundraiser that can help the family out. What else I got here? I got a few other. Oh, right. Ah, all right. Well, this was gonna be my outplay. Hold on. Yeah. Is my outplay. So later, y'all.
A lot of things are stupid right now because there's a whole bunch of stupid people who are making decisions that are stupid, and then there's a whole bunch of other stupid people who think that they're really smart by saying that the stupid people and the stupid things they're doing are smart because they agree with the stupid things they're doing, and so the people are pretending they're smart, but they're actually really stupid, but they can't admit that they're stupid, even though the things that are going on are stupid. And so you got a whole lot of stupid being perpetrated by a whole lot of stupid people, and then supported by more